Welcome back to Rooks Health. I am Farouk from Rooks Health, as you know. And today's episode is with Mauro, a vegan chef from London, who we talk about probiotics, we talk about food, we talk about his different flavors of kimchi, we talk about generally how to cook healthy and also how to live better healthy lifestyle with your food and have a better relationship with food. But before we jump into the episode, make sure to just go down and subscribe to the channel so you know when we drop our next videos, because we will be dropping very frequently. And also, don't forget to check out the Rooks Health podcasts on Apple Music, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. And without wasting time anymore, let's hop straight into the video. All right, welcome back to the Rooks Health podcast. Today we have Mauro, who is the head chef and the owner of Yes Vegan, which is located here in Shoreditch, Brick Lane, right? Yeah, that's where we are actually. We're shooting straight from his shop. And I was walking by the shop and I found this restaurant and I really got interested because of the different types of foods I saw in there. And it was kimchi, and I've really never had kimchi before, the way people do. I never really got interested in kimchi, but I saw he had 4 different colors of kimchi and I got really interested. So I'll let Mauro introduce himself. And then for this episode, we're going to go into a bit about the benefits of things like kimchi, the probiotic elements, and also how this Italian-Korean fusion happened. So I'll let Mauro introduce himself. So how are you doing, Mauro?
Hi, very well, thank you. I started to run a restaurant in London 4 years ago. I am Italian and my wife is Korean. So that is the fusion.
That's the Italian-Korean fusion.
Italian-Korean fusion. And do you know, in Korea the most popular dish is kimchi.
Yeah.
So I learned how to make kimchi and what is the benefit in kimchi. So the probiotic inside the vegetable is amazing for the body, help to clean and detox the intestine. So it's fantastic. So we started with a Vegan Yes restaurant 4 years ago in London. We have a lot such from local customer and tourists. I invented 4 different colors and flavored in kimchi.
Kimchi normally only has one flavor.
Yeah,
right?
It's red and spicy.
Red and spicy. Yeah, that's the one I've had before. I've had that one before. That was one thing. The reason I came because I saw he was advertising 4 different colors of kimchi, and they all look colorful. One was yellow. One was green. Red and purple, right?
And purple, yeah.
And purple. Tell us about the different flavors of the kimchi you have here.
Yeah, the green is made with mint and spirulina.
Yeah, okay.
And spirulina, normal, the taste is a little bit stronger, but inside the kimchi with the fermentation, it can be amazing. So
I've had spirulina before. I normally mix that with like drinks like almond juice or my juices, but then putting it into kimchi is a different twist. One that I'm not used to.
Yeah.
What about the other flavors? That's the green one.
Yeah, we have yellow. The vegetable is white radish, and is turmeric inside and fresh ginger. So it's good turmeric for the liver, for clean the liver and detox the body. So all of our flavor is studied to do something on the body.
Okay.
To
Some benefits, some health
exactly.
benefits.
And the last is purple, but we call in Italian name.
What's the Italian name?
Viola.
Viola.
Yes. And
violet.
Exactly. And is a red cabbage and rosemary.
Red cabbage and rosemary.
Yeah, and it's amazing.
I have tasted it. It is amazing, like all the flavors. And then he asked me to pick one of the flavors, and I was like, it was tough. I was thinking about it, like, and I have all of them at the same time. So your restaurant is vegan.
Yeah,
and
100% vegan.
100% vegan, and you use a lot of natural ingredients.
Yeah, 99% the food is made from the starch. So for example, I invented lasagna with kimchi. Yeah.
He really likes kimchi. You can probably tell he likes kimchi a lot.
Yeah, and lasagna is all homemade. Pasta is homemade. I make on myself. Bechamel is vegan and homemade. Kimchi is homemade, and also parmesan. I invented a recipe for vegan parmesan. The usual vegan parmesan is made with the nuts.
Yeah.
Normal nuts.
It's a nutty taste.
Is use cashew nuts.
Yeah.
And nutritionalist. This is the two ingredient for the vegan parmesan. My vegan parmesan have a lot more nutriment because I use hemp seed. And hemp seed is unique seed, have 8 amino acid inside. So if usually in the day, the 8 amino acid, you have eat different food.
Okay.
But with the hemp, you have all
8 in one.
Yeah. The 8 most important, yeah.
That's it. So the reason I really like the food here and the way, because obviously the podcast, and I like eating what's called natural. I like to know the ingredients of what I'm eating.
Yeah.
I think one big thing is over the years, if I look at food and I can't read it and I don't know what the name is, it doesn't sound, if it sounds like when they start saying colors and B12 and all this, but everything here you have is mainly natural food. Why is that important for you to make it all natural?
Because it's important for my body, and I do first for me, and second I share with the customer. Also, my wife is Asian doctor, so she research some ingredient for the nutrient and other stuff to put in the food. So yeah.
So that's why you prefer to use all natural ingredients and make sure everything. Yeah. But is most of your food, the kimchi, and I know you do kombucha here, is fermented, right?
Yeah.
How hard is the fermentation? You ferment the food.
Yeah, the fermentation depends. For example, kimchi have one way for make the fermentation. Normal is a vegetable with salt. The vegetable release the water, and after is squeeze and mix with some sugar to do the fermentation. We don't use sugar, we use fruit. So in my kimchi is fruit inside. Blended fruit, and we make the cream to mix the vegetable.
So you're basically using the sugar from the fruits.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of the raffinate sugar, no.
So you make it more natural by using even the better form of sugar, but although it's still sugar. Now that's the interesting part. And you've had this business. How long have you been in open?
4 years. Yeah, and we open first. In North London, near Camden, and after 1 year and a half, we open this shop in Brick Lane. So we grow day by day.
And how have you found it since, especially these past few months? How has it been in regards to it?
Now with the coronavirus is a problem because it's not tourists in Brick Lane.
This place is normally a tourist area.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it must be rough.
But kimchi is nice because we sell kimchi through post. We postage in Spain, in Italian,
you post
in
the
French.
Kimchi.
Yeah, because kimchi is probiotic.
Yeah.
So help to clean the intestine and the gut, and this means help to have more stronger the immunity defensive. So we postage we. Send
it everywhere. So I've obviously I looked into the kimchi and the probiotic elements, and obviously I know if people who are listening, probiotics. I'm not going to get too much in detail. I'll leave that to you. But it's very good for your gut health, especially your stomach, the floor lining, because there's already there's already microorganisms, and there are bacteria living in the stomach already.
Exactly.
So, but when you eat the kimchi and things that have probiotic, I think other things like some yogurts and some other things have probiotics, but they're actually good for you, and it helps with like natural digestive system. If you have issues with things like, I don't know, if you're having problems passing you in the toilets and things like that.
Constipation, exactly.
Probiotics are very good for that.
The simple example, you have probiotic in your body.
Yeah.
When you eat kimchi with probiotic, it match. It like make friend and do a big party.
Yeah.
And this is what you do the intestine when you match with kimchi or other probiotic stuff. Difference if you eat normal stuff or dead stuff. He go inside and when arrive in the stomach, he say, what is this? And he start to think how can broken all the stuff to do, and that start the problem. Constipation, all the disease is start from the gut. So
that's actually true. And obviously I've looked into this with the research, and it shows that if you're eating heavy, so I always tell people, I try and encourage people to eat more fruits and vegetables, because I don't think a good amount of people eat enough fruit and vegetables. I don't even eat enough fruit and vegetables. and I'm mainly plant-based. Most of my things are either vegetables or from plants, but I don't eat enough. And I think for people who eat too much, if you eat too much meat, it sits in your stomach for too long sometimes.
Too long, like a week or a month.
It's really tough to digest.
Yeah, tough to digest, and all the putrefaction, how do you say when it's dead?
I think I know what you mean, but I don't know the word. Or I know what you mean. They'll know what you mean as well.
And all the poison is go on the intestine, and the intestine is connected to the body, so it go into the body.
That's fair enough. So how long have you been what's it called, like plant eating vegan?
Yeah, I started around 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Was it hard when you started?
Yeah, other people in Italy especially doesn't know what means vegan, and can understand why.
It's tough.
I don't eat cheese because I don't digest cheese. This is my answer for the people. No, I don't eat because it's too heavy. I don't digest, and I stop the conversation because
it's a lot easier to just say, "Oh, my body doesn't digest it," than to start going
because it's the truth.
It is the truth. To be honest, it is tougher to digest. Worry.
Yeah, exactly.
So I know now you are writing a book.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about the book?
Yeah, I write a book. The title is Kimchi 360 Degree, and is all a recipe with kimchi. So is the 4 colors of kimchi I invented. Is the recipe of lasagna, kimchi mayo, kimchi hummus.
You can tell he likes kimchi a lot.
Yeah, but this book is all kimchi. So all recipe with kimchi. Different and unusual recipe like kimchi and watermelon.
No. Kimchi and watermelon.
Yeah, it's a story for kimchi and watermelon, but you can see in the book. And also I invented like 8 months ago, cocktail with kimchi. Any color of kimchi have one cocktail. Yeah. So we have kimchi Negroni is made with kimchi viola. Kimchi margherita is made with kimchi red, the spicy.
Yeah,
kimchi mojito is made with kimchi green because it's mint and spirulina and kimchi green. And the 4th cocktail we call gut liver, and is a whiskey, mezcal, kimchi yellow, and homemade kombucha. And all 4 recipe is in the book.
This book, me, I'm going to read the book because I wasn't even before. I think we met before, was it 2-3 days ago? Kimchi wasn't even on my head. For those listening, kimchi is it's a fermented cabbage, right?
Yes, exactly.
It's fermented cabbage. So it's not expensive. It's not hard to make in a sense, but it's a process. The fermentation is the process.
It's a little bit longer, but
I can imagine. How long does it take to get?
It depends. A week, 10 days. Depends the weather. When it's warm, it's more quickly, but when it's cold, it's a little bit longer.
It takes a bit longer.
Yeah. And you can keep in the fridge for a few months. It doesn't have problem. Because when you go down with the temperature, the fermentation goes slowly. So you can live in the fridge for 5-6 months.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And this is your craft, I can imagine. The different colors. You're talking about what's it called? Before you wanted to do workshops and things like that. Yeah,
we do. Before we do workshop, we do one a month, and usually we teach vegan mozzarella. Another recipe is inside the book. Because many people tell me, I'm missing mozzarella, I miss cheese. So I invented a few years ago the recipe for mozzarella, and is no nuts inside. is normal. The vegan cheese is made with cashew nuts or other nuts. This mozzarella doesn't have nuts and is very, 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 very similar to the real mozzarella. Yeah.
So did you start making this? You're just experimenting with the food and different things?
I experiment a lot. For example, sausage. Yeah. I invented the vegan sausage after test one commercial vegan sausage, and I do experiment for more than 1 month.
More than 1 month.
Yeah, every day one new recipe for change something, and now the sausages is amazing. Yeah.
I'm gonna try those ones soon. Yeah. And I see you have a foundation, the Mio. What is about the foundation?
Myanmar Foundation is a foundation we opened 1 year ago, and the foundation is the union from North and South Korea, but also the union the people through the food. So we help homeless and we try to keep people together. For the food is the vehicle to put the people together and teach something and learn something in the same time.
No, it's great, and I think one of the reasons I really like the restaurant and the food is that it's healthy food. It's actually healthy food that you eat and your stomach is happy with you, and it's not causing much problems with you. Yeah, I think that's sometimes the general public. It's hard for people. People forget that what you eat in your body really. You remember you said that your body doesn't forget what you eat.
Yeah, exactly.
That if you eat something, whatever you're eating now, your body later down the line will remember.
Yeah.
So you need to start building that good habit now, lifestyle.
Another important question is oil.
Well, yeah.
For example, I can see here in Brick Lane is a lot shop. In the night we can see the trash he put down out, and his box with 10 or 20 liter of sunflower oil. And this is not good because is go in the body the people, because every shop fry right. Or if also doesn't fry, use oil for cook, and here we don't use oil for cook. We use just oil. We use extra virgin olive oil, and we put in top raw, because extra virgin olive oil raw have power, energy, everything is inside. Anti-age, omega-3, omega-6. But when it's cooked, it's different because you broken
down. I don't know I forgot the technical, but you start breaking it down.
And you eat cancer. When it's overcooked, it's not good for the body. Yeah. So that is another important thing we have.
Yeah, the oil one is a very good one, because I know that some people olive oil is is best when it's non-fried, cold pressed. When you start to fry it and you overheat it, it actually changes the molecular structure. Yeah, that's the
molecular structure. Bravo.
Yes. So you raw cook everything, and everything here is pretty much fresh, which is bonus health, and then you just drizzle the olive oil on top.
Exactly.
I saw the one olive oil and soy sauce.
Yes.
I said, I've not seen this before. I was very curious. I was like, okay.
That is the amazing infusion. Olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and soya sauce. Yes. Okay. And you have in the recipe is why don't use oil for cook, and how cook without oil. So is a picture and text how do you can roasted tofu without oil.
Roast tofu. Yeah, because I cook tofu a lot, and I normally use oil. So I probably need to learn about that.
I teach you. Don't worry, no problem.
When is the book out?
Maybe for tonight we are ready for the ebook.
Oh.
And in the next month, we think we are ready for the printer book, the paper book. Yeah.
The paper book. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely be looking out when the book comes out. I'll make sure to leave that. If anyone who is listening, if you're interested, I'll leave the links to the ebook, and I'll tell you where you can get the real book in the description below.
Yes. Just for the book, we are ready for the English language. but we already translate in Chinese, Korean, French, Spain, Italian, and maybe more.
As many languages as possible to get to as many people as possible.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, but that's great. No problem, Mauro.
Thank you so much for inviting me, and see you next time.
See you, Mauro.
Thank you, Farouk.
If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. That's very much appreciated. Also, you can check us out on everything, pretty much our website, social media, and my podcast, Rooks Health Podcast. You can just check out Rooks Health. I'll leave everything in the description below. I will be dropping regular videos of the podcast, so just subscribe and so you know when I drop a new episode. And also, if you like this episode, make sure to leave a comment and tell me what you liked about the episode. And also, if you want me to cover something specifically for another topic, either on the podcast or just the YouTube page, let me know and I probably will cover it. And I'll see you next week on the Rooks Health Podcast.